Hey Tubies, this is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, I got to start off by saying, first of all, thank you. Thank you to all of you who've been coming out to my recent videos, and especially for my ones dealing with the government agents that are trying to kill me, the gang stalking. This is happening. Some people have accused me of just doing publicity stunt. It's okay that you don't believe it. This situation is so horrible. I can't even believe it. I live it. So I don't blame you for not believing it. The program is actually designed to make the person look crazy. So for those of you who are questioning me, that's okay. But what I will say is that I'm only the beginning. This is going to become widespread. And someday, I pray it won't, but it may come to your home. And when it happens to you, you will understand everything I've told you. It's a terrifying reality to wake up in and discover that you are a victim of a government plot to kill numbers of people. I'm still alive. I'm healing from my injuries, and I'm here. And you know, I refuse, as I've said many times, I refuse to stop living my life and become a victim of fear. So today, despite the murderous CIA agents, we're going to do spirit messages from the spirit world. I can't talk today. I'm getting tongue-tied. Anyway, so we're going to go through our questions. Now, just so you know, for those of you who are new here, people write to me. You can write comments on the video below. I'll pull them from there. You can send them to my Instagram or to my website. I'll have all those links below. And each week I gather some messages, and we see what Spirit has. So I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, we'd love you to join, subscribe, and you won't miss anything. So we're going to go through our letters. But before we do that, give me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Very good. My old guide Fletcher's back here. Okay. Our first letter today is from Genesee. And she writes and says she's been having some issues around the colon, and she wants to go see a doctor, but she's worried. Wants to know if I pick up anything. Yeah, hi, Jenna. Listen, I do want you to please see a doctor because, you know, they can make life a lot less stressful for you. I am picking up irritation here around the colon. I feel like you have an irritable bowel. And I get a connection with dairy around this. I'd like you to look back onto your diet of the last few weeks. I feel you may have consumed something that has a dairy base. Even if it's not directly milk, sometimes other food products carry dairy. They may not be obvious. But that's where I'm getting the irritation coming from. And I do feel you will probably need some medicine. I'm not picking up cancer, so, you know, but, you know, they'll look at everything. But, you know, I pick it up more as a dietary related issue. But please have your doctor look at it and confirm it, okay? I don't see you passing out of this world. You're not done yet. Blessings to you. Our next letter is from My Pet Beta Fish. And they write and said, will I have a son when I am older? And will he be named Daniel? Actually, yes, Beta Fish. I do see a son coming to you. It'll be a few years yet, but I get it, yes. And his name will be Daniel. Now, what's interesting is he's connected to you in a past life. You had a past life. It was in England in the 1600s, and Daniel, your soon-to-be son, or future son, was your brother in that life. So there's a past life link there. I also get a daughter in your future as well, and I feel like she comes over from that lifetime as well. So I see 2 children in your future. And yes, so whatever psychic told you you're going to have a son named Daniel, good work. Or maybe you had a vision or a dream. But I do pick up 2 spirits around you that will eventually come through into this life. Okay. Blessings to you. Thanks for writing. Our next letter is from Bristol Yoder. And Bristol writes, says, thank you, Bob. I've been drawn to watching your videos for a long time. And I'm very interested in occult practices such as psychic readings, tarot. But I'm a Catholic, and the Catholic Church is condemning this and says I will go to hell. Am I in any danger of hell? Well, let me tell you, Bristol, no, you're not. You're drawn to spiritual things, and spiritual things take a lot of different forms. You mentioned also that you like magical things, occult things. Well, the Catholic Church, in its early days, wanted to monopolize power, and so they made magic illegal. Now, what's interesting is the Catholic Church is one of the biggest practitioners of magic. When they do the Mass, the communion, they literally transfer bread and wine into the body and blood of Christ. Well, I think that's pretty magical. I think it happens. But they're not the only ones who have spiritual connections in magic. Because you have a spirit, you come from God. And you have power that you are given as a spirit. And when you study spiritual techniques, such as tarot reading or casting spells, you're activating a power that is innate and natural, part of who you are. So I don't think you're going to hell. I don't mean to laugh because it's not a funny thing. It's serious, but I understand that fear. But no, the thing is, the church, as I said, wants to have a monopoly on spiritual power. They always have. And this is why, I practice Wicca, actually, because in Wicca, we're taught we have power and that we can connect to power through the natural elements. And so I don't know if you study Wicca. You don't mention that here, but I might encourage you to do some reading on Wicca, particularly Scott Cunningham. Anything by him is good. I would recommend Wicca, A Guide for the Solitary Practitioner. That'll help you put into focus kind of a spiritual path that will be positive and enlightening and help you, okay? So, no, you're not going to hell. And don't let anybody intimidate you or disconnect you from your power, because you are given power and you're allowed to use that. Now, I would encourage you not to do black magic or evil things, and I know you don't do that. But, people who do that, really what they do is they weaken their own power. So, evil magic doesn't get you ahead. It actually puts you behind. So if you're working in the light and you're connecting to your higher power, however you call it, you're going to be doing good in the world. Okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is from the Daily Life of Haven. And Haven comes over from Instagram. Hi, Daily Life of Haven. Hi, Haven. They have a long letter. I won't read all, but basically they're going through some struggles and they want to kind of know where it comes from and how to deal with it. Haven, I got to tell you, the things that you've had, now you've been through a lot in your life, and really it started in childhood. But I want you to know you are not a bad person. You did not bring any of that trauma onto yourself. What's happening is you're an old soul. And as an old soul, you entered into a family environment, to a community environment with a lot of younger souls. And, in the spirit world, we get awful brave. We get very ambitious, and we think, well, I can take that on. And we get into situations sometimes that are, a little overwhelming. And I think you took on a big chart. Now, the wonderful thing is you have been a light and a blessing to so many people, and you're going to continue to do that. I really feel like over 2015, there's a sense of disconnection from a lot of that past trauma. I feel like you're going through a lot on a soul level where there's a lot of growth. And I want you to be open to the idea that you literally can leave that sorrow behind. You don't have to carry it with you. And I do see a lot of creative energy around you this year, particularly as we get around March and April. And so the spirit world is opening opportunities. They're opening doors for you. And I am seeing a lot of light around you as we go forward. So in terms of, you asked about karma, this is not a karmic thing. This is not a punishment thing from the universe. Believe it or not, you actually chose the environments that you found yourself in. And I know you're saying, Oh no, Bob, I didn't choose that, but you did. Now, the thing is, the wonderful thing is, not only have you made it through, you've overcome. And you might say to me, well, Psychic Bob, these people, they've not changed. They're even worse than ever. But you know what? You're not responsible for what they do or how they act. You're only responsible to be the light to them. And you have done that. And in the spirit world, you're very powerful. And you're going to be more powerful on earth soon. So don't worry, your path is opening, and I see good things for you. All right, so it's not retribution. It's a challenge of the spirit. God bless you. Thanks for waiting. Hope that helps. All right, our next letter is from Anthony Lightbringer. He wants to know what I see around him. You know, Tony, if I can call you Tony, he's also from Instagram. You know, Tony, I get the end of January and the beginning of February. It's a very powerful time. I see financial growth around this time. I feel like there's some more money coming into your household, and it looks very nice for you. So watch this new year. It looks like some financial improvement, and I get a greater sense of family unity here. So it's going to be a very positive new year for you. You also have around you some angels that I keep picking up, and for some reason I'm getting Archangel Raphael around you as well. And I believe that he's coming in also to help you let go of some anxiety and fear about change, because it looks like this new year for you, there's a lot of positive energy for change. I feel in the work area, you're going to see some changes, like a new position offered, a higher rank, a higher pay. There'll be some more responsibility, but Archangel Raphael is coming in to help you with that. Okay. Anyways, God bless you. Thanks for writing. Our next letter is from Trevor Marty. And Trevor wants to know what I see around him. You know, Trevor, February comes up here around you very strongly. It looks like in February there's going to be some travel for you. I get you going kind of across state lines here. I'm being particularly drawn to like southern states like Tennessee, Georgia, somewhere like this area. And I feel like you're traveling to do some type of it's like a performance. I think you're being invited to play. It's like a festival or some type of big event. And I'm going to say, as we get into that time, I want you to be open to travel. I do feel like for you, this next few months is very much about focused on being open to your creative side and your music. And also I get writing, so like songwriting, all of that's really coming up here. But February and also March too, really, it's going to be a real happening time for you. Okay? Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Gina Fisicelli. She writes, "Psychic Bob, I laid my hands on your picture and I saw white light. Oh. Hopefully you'll be safe from now on. I just started to watch your videos. God bless." Gina, that is really nice. Thank you. You know, so many of you have been offering up prayers for me, and I really cannot say thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I hope you'll keep watching. You know, I have to tell you, around you, I'm getting a lot of blue and purple light right now. Blue light is the communicator light, and that's actually one of your life themes, is a communicator. And you also have a lot of purple light, which is your psychic gift. So you have a psychic theme and a communicator theme. And I really feel like over this next year in 2015, you really get to embrace those gifts. I don't know if you do work with angels, but I keep seeing angel cards around you. So I would like to encourage you to maybe explore learning to read angel cards. I feel like you've had a kind of a long-standing angelic energy around you since childhood. And I think this year you could really draw that out and manifest it. Also, watch around the summertime, around June, July. I get an issue around housing for you. I think there could be an issue of a move or an investment in a property this summer, and that looks very exciting. Okay? So not to worry, no crisis, not like you're being evicted. It's more like blessing. Okay? Anyways, thank you for waiting. Thanks for watching. Well, guys, listen, I have to make messages a little shorter today than usual. I'm very full on my schedule here. But I did want to also come here and tell you guys, we're going to be having our annual predictions. You don't want to miss that on December 31st, New Year's annual predictions for 2015. I do this every year, and tell all your friends, tune in on New Year's Eve, and we're going to have, as we always do every New Year's, our annual predictions for 2015. I tell you, it's going to be a really interesting year. You don't want to miss that, because I got a lot of, I think, rather shocking revelations coming. Good shocking, but certainly shocking. Anyways, so listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We'll have more coming. We got Christmas message coming up in just a few days as I finish that. And I look forward to being back here with you soon as well. So thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your blessings. Thanks for being part of Spirit Channel. Keep it here. Keep watching. Thumbs up, like it, favorite, share with all your friends. And we'll see you back here next week. Blessings to all of you.